international trip. But according to reports, as at an hour ago, he's cancelled those trips. I don't know if that's enough of a response, but it's a starting point. But you also see the president admitting to things like failure of our intelligence apparatus, failure to act on the information that's available, failure to it's just failure on so many grounds. Let's see if we can make some sense of the security situation in this country, even considering
but
the
you know
fact
it's a very
that
difficult task to do.
no, but I mean, I don't know how else to handle the show today. I really don't know. Let me use the words that the president said, whether it will hold water for me. I'm depressed. The president was depressed over the news of these things happening. And it's something that every time you hear these things happening, all I'm thinking is, are we this helpless as a country? Have we so given away you hear of so many disheartening stories about what's going on, even within the military, that makes for some of these things to continue at the pace at which they've been going. So why are we this helpless, sir? I don't know. Let's try and make sense of it together, because I have no other story today other than the state of insecurity in this country vis-a-vis the response of our government to these issues.
It's difficult to make sense of the situation at hand. It's a very difficult one. Somi, I almost didn't come to the studio today.
I can understand that. I almost didn't come myself.
Because you cannot come to the studio every week for many years and be speaking on the same issues. Now, we don't just come here and be criticized or just run commentary. We prefer solutions, common sense solutions. I've gotten feedbacks from relevant individuals and authorities, and they tell me your solutions are valid. It's just commonsensical. But we don't know why our particulars are not just listening. As for the solutions we canvass here, it's not unique to me, it's not peculiar to me. A lot of other Nigerians are canvassing similar kind of solutions, or even other kind of solutions too. How do you expect to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result? Let me start with the one that happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
So, do you know the meaning of, do you know the consequence? Do you know what it means for a country to lose an officer of the rank of a brigadier general? You know what that means? It means that before that man was captured and brutally murdered, a lot more officers and men would have perished. Because a brigade consists of a number of platoons, companies, and battalions. It's a life formation. As a matter of fact, in the whole Nigeria, the First Republic was not actually bigger than a brigade until the Civil War, when they started recruiting men into the army and not expanding into 3 divisions. It was more than a brigade. Yes. Okay, we had 2 brigades, one in Kaduna, one in, I think, Lagos or Ibadan also. No more than 2 brigades, really. The entire Nigeria had those 2 brigades. One was commanded by Brigadier Ademulegu, 2nd Brigade Corps in Kaduna. Then I think while Brigadier Zach Malari was commanding the other one, and the overall commander, the GOC, then that was why the Nigerian Army, she wasn't called Army Chief of Staff, she was called the GOC of the Nigerian Army. Because it was as if it was just one division of 2 brigades. That's to tell you what a brigade is. So a brigade is a significant component of an army. And the commander of that brigade, the commander, not in a war with America, not in a war with Britain, not in a war with Russia, not in a war with Israel, not in a war with Iran, not in a war with South Africa or Ghana, a war with some insurgents within the country, insurgency. And then we lost so much men to the point that the brigade had to fall in battle. You see, I've been traumatized since that day. I know what made it more traumatic for me. The way the Nigerian government, you talk about the response, the way the Nigerian government And I think the media sort of downplayed the death of that Brigadier General.
How so?
I was horrified when on Tuesday I went for newspaper review. And apart from Telegraph that had it talked at one corner of their front page, no major newspaper ran with the story of the death, of the loss rather. You see, the thing is, if a loss of a Brigadier General who died facing the bullet, he died in active service. Reporting it wasn't going to be a sign of weakness. It was a way to eulogize, to honor a fallen hero, so that the entire country would have dedicated conversations that day, the next, to highlighting his service records. At least the family will know that, well, our brother, our father, our son didn't die in invention. Nigerians actually mourned him. But somebody somewhere, I'm sure, because I know the thinking in some circles, very warped thinking. That if you report it now to embolden the terrorists waiting for you to report it, and they reported it by themselves, and they gave video evidence. Who told you they were waiting for media reports to do what they are doing? These guys are very focused on what they want. Media report has no influence in what they are doing. They don't care. It's not their business. They know what they are looking for, and they're going to.
Around failings of our security architecture and the failed response of our government, because take it as far back as when that Iswa Boko Haram video surfaced, and they posted it. They used platforms that Nigerians use. This same government uses, even when they want to put out information. And we've seen instances where they're able to track the sources of these videos and, take action. So, you look at that video, you look at the one that ISWAP posted of this Brigadier General. And really and truly, again, the question, we can't trace it?
Before I continue, let me go back to this issue you just raised. What should concern you more, and Nigerians generally, is that these guys are so comfortable that not only are they posting videos, but what videos are they posting? They are posting videos of themselves fighting each other without the